Welcome to the Voices from the Sandhills Oral History Project. My name is Christopher Thrasher, and I'm going to be your host today. It is a sunny April 9th, 2025. Today we are coming to you from the Media Services recording booth right here at Fayetteville Technical Community College. My guest today is Joe Talarico. How you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing great, Dr. Thrasher. How are you?
I'm doing great. So thank you so much for joining us today. So, Joe, I'm certainly happy to listen to anything and everything you'd like to tell me today. I'm mostly just going to ask you some questions about the Living Law Project. And as our listeners probably already know, the Living Law Project at Fayetteville Technical Community College is an interdisciplinary group of scholars who produce educational materials and host public forums which focus on landmark court decisions. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into some questions. So just a little background. Joe, when you're not busy with the Living Law Project, what do you do here at FTCC?
I am a senior media production specialist here at FTCC. Been in this role for just shy of 20 years. I write and produce mostly video content, a little bit of graphics, photo editing, almost like a media jack of all trades, whatever needs to get done.
Fantastic. So, can you tell me a little bit about when and how you got involved in the Living Law Project?
Yeah, I got involved with the Living Law Project based on what I do here at the college. 3 years ago, our department was approached with making a short little video about the case at the time, which was the Miranda rights. Mm-hmm. And the committee and everything was already formed. They had the idea, the posters, everything was already done. And then I forget who it was who came to then Media Services and said, hey, we want to make a video about this. And I think we had about two and a half weeks.
Quick turnaround on that first one.
Quick turnaround, which is a little bit of my specialty as well. So they came to, it came to me and it was just like, let's do this. And, I think we had everything, the script done or about the idea, the shot, the shooting locations, the actors that were going to be involved and edited. I think we had that all knocked out within about two and a half weeks. Mm-hmm. So the Living Law Project actually came to me through my normal everyday job here at the college.
Okay, very good. So it's part of your normal job, and it's kind of something you were assigned to do. But why did, other than just it kind of being assigned work, why did you decide you want to do this? What did you find intriguing or interesting about it?
One thing that I really liked, even from that very first project, was just all the different people who came together to work on it from across the campus. You have you in the history department. We have Mary with the library. Jennifer and Jeff with criminal law, and Monique in paralegal. So it's, like you said in your intro, this interdisciplinary group of people who come together to inform our students and our community about, the laws that affect their lives or can affect their lives every day. And it's rewarding. It's a little bit different than what I do every day, project-wise, but it's all along that same theme of education.
So you say it's a little different. Could you elaborate? What makes it so different?
One thing that makes it different is it's fact-based, obviously, on the case, but I have some creative license.
Sure.
To kind of tell the story of the case almost with, unsolved mysteries type of TV show feel to it, where we have a narrator and, we have our actors portraying, kind of what happened. And it just, I like having that creative freedom to kind of tell that part of the story. And it's just something just a little bit outside the box enough.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So mostly you kind of play the media role. Could you elaborate on that, like what you do and what exactly your role has been, or how that's changed over time?
Yeah. So that first year, like that was it, right? It was I'm the media guy. I'm the one who put it together. That's great. And then for whatever reason, the committee they kept inviting me back.
Absolutely, we did.
Yeah, so I kind of, it's like the mafia, right? You try to, they just pull you in.
That may be the first time. Well, it's probably not the first time Living Law has been compared to the mafia, but that's an interesting comparison. I love it. So, what's been your favorite thing about working on the Living Law Project?
My favorite thing,
it's.
And a lot of it, I think, is the people.
Oh, yeah.
It's the people involved with the committee. Yeah. It's the response that we get from the entire campus community,
Yeah.
even those who aren't involved.
Yeah.
Different faculty and staff members that that will view the video and come to the event and just tell us how much they like it and just the turnout of it, and to know that too that it's our campus community, but it's also the community as a whole. With Judge Ammons and other people, or Billy West, and the people involved in the community who look at us and go, yeah, you guys are doing a good thing here. And it's rewarding. It lets you know that the work that you're doing is meaningful.
Absolutely. So as a counterpart to that, what has been the most challenging or the most difficult part of this project?
The most challenging part, it's the herding cats. And I'll expound on that.
Please.
It's all the moving parts. So this all comes together every March, with a big presentation and panelists. But as the planning of all this starts almost a year in advance.
Oh yeah.
It's picking the case, it's deciding casting, who's going to be in it, what role are they going to play, and just that herding of cats, the herding of the people to get everybody's schedules and time and shoot locations and all these puzzle pieces to fit together to shoot for an hour to maybe have a minute of video.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's just that it's always challenging. It's fun, but it's always the most challenging part of these projects for me.
Yeah. So, do you have maybe a story or two that you'd like to share about the project?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things I really like, and I think it was you who last year suggested that we do a trailer.
Ah, okay.
And at first I was like, I don't know. It's just extra work. I don't know.
Stupid faculty giving me more work to do.
Right. It's like, we already have a video. Like, what do we need a trailer for?
Yeah.
But, but we talked about it in the committee. And then after we shot some of the scenes, like I saw it.
Yeah.
Like I saw it in my head. It's like this part with Mary playing Angel Ray. I was like, this part is like, it's that little impactful part where, she kind of shrieks a little bit. Like, well, my doctor said I could. And it's just like
such a great line.
Right. And it's like that. It's like, yeah, that's perfect, because people are going to be like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's how we can make it happen. And it all clicked at that moment. It's like, yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, you put together. I mean, all of your work's really good, but your trailers, I think, are fantastic. We didn't do one the first year, but we did one the second or third year. And I'm telling you, I play those. I don't want to play the whole video. I certainly don't want to play the whole video in advance in my classes, but I play that trailer, just that snippet. And I'm telling you, not every student's going to come, but every student is interested. I mean, they really do look like, almost Hollywood style kind of movie trailers. So yeah, I think, I love your trailers. I think they're fantastic.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It was that was one of those things where like, that's not something that I would normally do for my other projects. Yeah. So it really made me think. It's like, okay, well, how can we take this 8 or 10 minute little video segment, and whittle it down to this 30 seconds of come see me. So that was challenging and fun.
Yeah, wonderful. That's a great story. You have any others you want to share, or you just want to go with the one?
I will just go with that one.
Very good. So I don't want to cut you short. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to share? Anything you want to tell our listeners about living law before we sign off?
No, I think we covered everything pretty solidly here.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, Joe, thanks so much for sitting and chatting with me today, and thank you, listeners, for tuning in and joining us on the Voices from the Sandhills Oral History Project.